Today, I am super excited to bring you guys the all-new Clench Fitness Barbell Pad. And before you go turn this video off because I said the word barbell, stick around because I'm going to show you how you can use this with bands too. So over the past couple years, we've had a lot of requests for a product like this. And in typical Clench Fitness fashion, we didn't want to just bring you some cheapo, run-of-the-mill barbell pad that something like you could buy off Amazon. So we did what we always do and we went the extra mile. We tried to redesign this thing as much as possible, packing in more comfort, more versatility, more performance, and of course, stylish good looks so that you have a unique product that stands out and really functions well in your workouts. So this barbell pad is gonna come in handy whenever you have a situation where a bar or a band may be contacting your body in like an uncomfortable way. So think of things like front squats with a bar or band, hip thrusts, Zercher squats, calf raises, leg curls, all stuff like that where you want to have something that's a little bit more comfortable between whatever your fitness instrument is, the bar or the band, and your body so that you can load up more resistance, do more effective exercises, and not be limited by the piece of equipment that's on your body. All right, let's start with versatility. What can we do with this thing? Obviously, it's called a barbell pad, so it's going to fit on pretty much all of your standard barbell diameters, whether it's like 25 all the way up to 30, 32 millimeter diameter, it should be just fine. So this is a standard Olympic barbell. You can see it's got a nice snug fit. I just slide it on, get it firmly seated. Once it's on there, it's pretty snug, so it's not gonna move around. And then also we got a nice big Velcro strip here that's gonna help with the closure and keeping it in place. Once you have it on there, it should be pretty quick to install, but also it's very secure once it's on the barbell. And you're probably wondering, does this work on Clench Fitness bars too? The answer is, of course it does. Why wouldn't it? So obviously it fits here on the Nexus bar, and it even fits on the Carbon Pro bar. So you can also use this pad with just resistance bands by themselves. We made the slot big enough to fit up to the green band. The biggest thing is when you slide the band in here, you want it to be pulling down in this direction. And if you put anything larger than a green band in here, it's gonna start folding up the band and getting it kind of like wonky in there. So that's why we recommend staying below the green band with just the pad only, but it works great for tons of exercises like leg curls, Zercher squats, good mornings, and other stuff like that, where you don't have to go super heavy, but you want more comfort on the limb that it's contacting. So what sets the Clench Barbell Pad apart from the other barbell pads on the market? The main component is the padding that is used. And there's a couple of variables within the padding that we can talk about. So on this side, this is the Clench Barbell Pad, and on this side, this is kind of your standard run-of-the-mill, low-cost barbell pad. And you can see there's a pretty decent size difference. I think ours is about 50% larger in the size. So you're gonna get more padding just from the sheer thickness increase. You won't feel the bar as much through the pad because there's more padding, but also the material that we're using is a lot denser. It's harder to compress, but it's still comfortable. So if you can see, our material, if I try to squeeze it, it takes kind of a lot and I can't really compress it down to nothing, versus this one, if I squeeze it as hard as I can, it compresses a lot and I can almost get my fingers to touch each other. Here, there's no way that's happening. So this is a recycled cotton material, so it's going to hold up better over, continuous cycling. And this over here is a cheaper, more inexpensive, like rubber foam-based material that over time, this gets worse and worse as it compresses a million times. So there's a lot of factors here that went into the padding design to make it more durable, more comfortable, and just better performance overall. Aside from the padding, we also added a few more features to make this thing even better. So the next one is the length, which typical pads are around that like 14, 15-inch length, which is adequate for most exercises and most sizes of individuals, but with Clench, we wanted to make it accommodate even more circumstances. So we made it about 5 inches longer. This is 19.5 inches long, and that makes it great. So like if you have wider hips, or if you're doing like a front squat or a back squat or a Zercher squat, you're gonna have enough pad width so that you can get inside of this pad, especially if you have like a band coming out the side, so that the band isn't getting into your limbs or rubbing on your body. And a couple of the finishing touches that we put on this thing to make it really awesome are, one, the synthetic leather shell all the way around this thing, which will protect, it's designed to protect that inner core padding from breaking down, whether it be from the bar rubbing on it or from the exterior contact rubbing on it all the time, because a lot of those cheapo pads, that's how they break down. They just start crumbling and falling apart. This will not do that. And also we put a fully embroidered logo on this thing, because that will keep the logo from coming off. Like this stuff it's permanently stitched into the fabric so that it can't peel off or wear off over time. All right, so that wraps up the overview on the all new Clench Barbell Pad. I hope you enjoyed this video. If I missed anything, or if you have any questions, be sure to drop them down in the comments below. We're happy to answer them. If you want to go and grab one of these right away, head over to clenchfitness.com. We will hook you up, and there's even a little coupon in the description code below. And thank you so much for watching.